What's happening? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, I welcome you. My name is Anthony, and this is Sportsbook-Robbery. WNBA player prop video. It is Tuesday the 9th. 5 games on the slate. I believe 4 of them are going to hold weight. Teams could still move. You'll see two the playoff race, top 8 get in. The next one will be situational, basically what can happen today. Hit pause if it slides by too quick if you want to read it. But yeah, let's jump right in. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, so first up, we got Washington going into New York. Game means nothing. New York cannot move on the list. The only thing I'm thinking is New York's roster is full and nobody's on IR or injury report, I should say. I guess that is IR. I was thinking injury reserve. But what do you call it? Washington, same people, Sheldon and Amore out. But other than that, Washington's out of the playoffs. Liberty's sitting at 5th. Maybe Eisenuk, and it'll be the first time they're playing whole in a long time. So they're going to play to try to play. Might not last 4 quarters. But, they're going to try to get some continuity and stuff like that. So I'm not going to spend much time on this game. Now, Cloud, I think she should get 10-plus points. Now, possibly she could go under now that I'm thinking. Maybe get a couple assists. Just let Eisenuk try to handle things, control things, and just see how it is. Or maybe it'll leave her open a little more because Eisenuk will be there. But, yeah, you want it around 10-plus. Let's keep going. Now, JJ's been playing like shit. I think she should hit 1.5 threes today. It's been a couple games, but they're playing at home with 3 days rest. Switch it up here. 2 out of the 3, but it's not more than I'm just thinking a couple days rest. She's been playing like shit though. The squad's back together. She should be able to get over that. Just gonna run down the list. Nothing special. Like I said, this game really holds no weight other than them trying to play and get some continuity. Now, over 5.5 rebounds for Stewie. Points line, all that stuff's too high. And she's really been shooting bad. She always kind of shot bad, but she gets to the foul line a lot. Hopefully, she sharpens up before the playoffs. We're going to need her to be a little bit better. I know she could get there. Better in play. I've been there for years. Points line's too high and stuff, but all right, Citron over 1.5 threes. Every time she's played them this year, she's clipped this. We'll go head to head real quick. 2, 2, and 4. New York 8th overall to the guard, ranked 9th. Vassad to the bottom. A little mixture. Those are our guards versus team. Now, a little hit or miss. She's actually been playing pretty bad lately, but her last game, she looked like she was back to herself. See what happened. She probably got depressed and down. They lost. They're out of the playoffs. There's about 2 games left, if that. I think the 11th the season ends. So certain players are going to play because they won't be playing for a minute. Irfin. Definitely doable, 12.5 points. A little higher than normal. Head-to-head, 2 out of 3. Just an idea. All right, really be looking to live bet. Irfin's exceeded 12.5 5 of the last 6 on the road. That's guards versus team. A couple green dots down there. Go to forwards. Nothing great. Head to head, what do we got? 2 out of the 3. Just said that. Duh. I meant the way. 4, 5, 6 out of the last 10. 5 out of the last 6 away games. Over. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, so next up we got Minnesota going into Indy. Collier's out. Carrington's out, rest. Carrington dealing with an injury. Bunch of people for Indy, but same people who have been out. Now, opening lines minus 5.5, 164.5. They did go down. It's down to 1.5, and the total stayed the same. So lines basically saying to pick them. I mean, slight edge to Minnesota. Matchup predictors giving Minnesota a huge edge. They played twice so far, and twice Minnesota has won. Now let's jump right in. Lexi Hull threes over 1.5. Now home game, she's pretty bad at this. But that being said, they need the game to move up to get a better spot. And Minnesota doesn't. They cannot move. So I expect them to be playing a lot harder. And they're at home. I don't know. I think she should get 2. Now her points line's at 7.5, 8.5, 7.5 on DraftKings, 4 baskets. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Even these last bunch of days. But still, she's playing long enough. I don't know. I think it's possible. Guards versus team. Burton at 14, Chelsea Gray 13, Young 20, Beckett 17. So it's definitely possible she could get 4 baskets, right? She's doing backdoor cuts. She could shoot 3. Let's keep going. Possibly a couple rebounds. 4. You wanted at 4, but I think it's at 4.5. It's definitely doable. All right, let's keep going. Or points and rebounds at 12.5. That one made sense too. But if you think she's gonna hit that, she's gonna hit her points at 8. You know what I mean? Now Odyssey Sims assist over 3.5. It's basically even money, minus 112. She had 8 in that last game, 4 in that game before, so 2 in a row, 4 in the last 5, 6 in the last 10 or so. Head to head, what do we got? One out of the 3. Oh yeah, she was on a different team. That's right. I forgot. But yeah, I think it's possible. Let's keep going. Maybe her points line, but she's so flaky. Howard, 10 plus points. Definitely think it's doable. Definitely. Head to head, 1 out of the 2. These last couple games, she's streaky like that. She'll go a couple good games and a couple bad games. Like I said, they need this game. Collier's out. Shepard will be in there, who will take advantage of it. Probably get close to a double-double, but I don't know. I feel like 10's too low. We'll switch this here to forwards versus team. Saloon. Remember though, Saloon will hit 3s. Smith is all in the paint. She hit 10. Sometimes she'll hit a 3, but rookie down there, she was doing good that game. But that's what happens when you get that first. It's like that beginner's luck shit. You first teach someone how to shoot dice, and they clean out the fucking dorm. All right, let's keep going. Kelsey Mitchell. Howard possibly 5.5 rebounds, minus 128. Like I said, it's flaky though. Some days more, other days not. Can't wait for the playoffs to start. I feel like it'll really, people are gonna be trying to get this shit. But Kelsey Mitchell points line 19.5, minus 120. BetMGM 142. Fanduel. Now coming off that bad game with 10 versus Washington. It wasn't a bad game. Now that I'm looking, and they killed them. What'd she shoot? Shot pretty bad. 4 for 10. But yeah, I'm expecting a bounce back. Like I said, it wasn't even a bad game. They killed them. They did play 3 times. Am I bugging? Maybe it was 2-1. Oh, the one. You know what it is? That one time was in what do you call it? That cup. So it doesn't count in the regular stand-ins, but so it's not on the other thing. Anyway, I think she should get 20 plus. Possibly her assist too. Sometimes what's her name's not doing too well, so Mitchell has to take over all roles. Now, 1 out of the 2, she cleared it. That's in the regular season. This last game, she only had 1. It kind of depends. Matchups real tough versus assists, ranked first in the league. Some guards down there, they getting up there though. Burton 6, but she, but that's, she can get up to 13. Anyway, let's move on. Gray hit 10. So if she's trying to pass, she should pass. Boston's numbers all seemed a little too high. Really just live bet that shit sometimes. See what happens. I haven't bet anything yet. I just kind of lost confidence until the playoffs start. I might try to live bet or grab something, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's move on to the next game. So next up, we got Golden State going into Seattle. Now this game holds some weight. Matchup predictor. Well, first of all, opening line 6.5. Seattle's the favorite. Everything stayed the same. Total went down. It's 152.5 right now. Matchup predictor, huge edge for Seattle, the home team. Now they've played 3 times. Golden State leads 2-1, but home teams in all these games have won. Seattle won the last game. It was at home about a month ago. 7-16, 2 months ago. So yeah. Game definitely hold weight. Seattle cannot lose. Let's jump right in. Diggins over 13.5 points. Now, Draftkings minus 115. Matchup is tough. I've been saying this for a while. Golden State got a good defense. It's not going to break it down per position because it's a new team. So the sites only have, this year's data. She's cleared this 2 in a row, 3 out of the last 5. If I go to switch this here to 3+ days rest. What do we got? Bam, look at that. Killing it. Veteran player, and this game is definitely going to mean something. She's going to have to get over this to win. Her assist, 5.5. It's juiced, but yeah, she should get 6+. Possibly 2 threes. It's hard. I've been saying this. You guys have been watching. The Valkyries' defense is on point. They keep teams out of the paint. They just like I said too in the last game with Minnesota, ball movement is how you beat them. Let's see if Seattle can have some ball movement. Now, Malanga, she's been struggling lately, but I think she should get 10+ today. Decent odds because she hasn't been really hitting it. Tough matchup. They're going to need her in there to deal with Saloon and RuPaul and stuff like that. As you see, she misses 2 in a row, but I hit it a bunch of times before that. I think she should. Does say she failed to exceed. These are guards versus team, but let me switch this here to centers. Nothing crazy. It's tough in the paint. It is tough in the paint. I don't know, just an idea. I feel like 5 baskets. She's playing at home with the crowd energy. She gets rebounds, putbacks, things of that nature. She should be able to get 5 baskets. She's going to lose it if she don't. You know what I mean? It's up to her, obviously. NECA over 17.5 points. 5.5 rebounds. Wow, I got crazy juice. Look at that. Line must have moved to 6.5. Now, 17.5 points, couple days rest. She's hit it almost every time. I mean, even without it, look at that, 3 in a row. Do the same thing here. Switch this to 3+ days rest. Bam. 5 games in a row, 6 out of 8. Head to head, what do we got? You take off 3+ days rest. 1 out of the 3, the most recent one. When they won, she had a great game. A lot of times I live bet her line and get it lower. I do that with a lot of people, but I think you can bet that pregame if you want. She should get over it, but it is high. Line's been at like 14, 15. Gabby Williams, 10+ points. That's where you want it, right? You don't want it any higher than this. She should score 10. I believe she scored 9. Sometimes she does hook it head to head under all 3 times. Too bad. Now, I'm not even saying bad games. I don't even remember, but she's been under 2 of them. It's time for a bounce back. It's lose, and they're done. She definitely could hit a 3. A couple of rebounds, possibly. I had it highlighted at 3.5. It's minus 145, and then all the way up to minus 160. So the line's moving around. Tough matchup. But 3 out of the last 5. Head to head, what do we got? 2 out of the 3. 7 in that last game. Them 50-50 balls, that extra play, all that, they're gonna need that today. That's what's gonna win the game, as well as the other teams playing for position as well. keep going. Crazy, right? Golden State moved up. You got Golden State, not Seattle, Phoenix, the Aces, all fighting for, and the other one too, Indy. All four of them fighting for position right now. Let's keep going. Easy Magabor over 5.5 rebounds. Tough matchup, but she always ends up with 6. I obviously prefer this number lower because she just gets right over it, but she ends up with 6. Head to head, all 3 games, cleared it. Go to this full year, 62% hit rate, as you see, a bunch of games in a row. She's hit it. It's just that's the number 5.5. I play this often. Might actually play it today. Third, fourth quarter, she's catching that. It's usually like the third quarter, she'll catch that 6th one and then really won't get another one. Point line's at 7.5, 4 baskets. I did bet that last game. She did not hit it. It's going to be a tough matchup, but she could hit the outside shot as well. They're playing at home, well rested. I think she should get over 8 points as well. 4 baskets, All right, other side of the ball, Kia Charles. Point sign's a little flaky, hit or miss at 10 plus, but her rebounds, these last couple games, as you see, great rebounding, but she's been starting slow kind of, so the line's been dropping, and these last couple games I've been noticing that actually, and then I'm like, I see it at 4 plus, and I didn't take it, and every time I'm like, bam, bam, she gets a rebound, gets another one. So if you watch it and it comes down, you see it get anywhere near 4, jump on it. By the end of the game, she will clear it. Points line 10.5. Capable, it's a little high though. A little high. She's been putting up a lot more shots lately. Now Burton, same thing, over 1.5 threes. These last 3 games, I believe it is, she has not hit this. She's still putting up the same amount, 3-4 shots. I believe she was just getting tired, worn down. She's doing a lot for her team, and she's fighting. They're all fighting, but she does a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists, and she's averaging probably 11, 12 points. Head to head, I don't think we're looking good. What do we got? One out of the 3. But yeah, she's definitely due. Definitely due. What do we got? 2 days rest. Let's just see what it looks like. Better hit rate, 5 out of 8. Rebounds. What do they got at? 4.5 minus 130. 135. Look at that. 6 in the last game. That was a bad game right there versus Dallas. 3. Dallas got a tough matchup, but hit it 5 games before that. What's that, like 15 out of the last 18 or something like that? We slide down here. Ooh, we got guards versus team. It's not looking great, but it don't look bad. Cloud got 7. She's a hustler, so same type of play. Burton might be, she's a little younger, I think a little more athletic possibly. But yeah, she'll get 4.5. Her rebound, her assist too, very capable. She's capable of getting anywhere from 7 to 13. I just feel like the line's a little bit too high. All right, Saloon, you want her at 10 plus. Wait till it comes down. She might hit a shot in the beginning, and then it'll come down once it hits 10. The other day I got it at like an 8.5. She will score more than 10, 90% of the time. So just watch it. It's a little trick I do. I will do it again today. All right, let's move on. Now, huge spread. Vegas is fighting for positions. Keep that in mind. But Reese, game time decision, bunch of stuff. Only thing real quick that I found was Gray. This line just, I think it's at 10.5. But I kind of wanted that 10 plus, 4 in a row. Basically since that blowout, I've been saying they've been turning up. Probably everyone's been saying that. Head to head, 2 times this year she cleared it. Last 2 last year, 14, 13. But the last 4 times she cleared it. It's definitely doable. A couple of assists, a couple of rebounds. Now, the only other thing really stuck out, I didn't go crazy, but what do you call it? Jackie Young. Now, assists over 5.5 and threes over 1.5. Come on. She's exceeded 1.5 threes and 7 of her last 8 games versus bottom 5 defense with threes allowed. It's not too many green dots down there. There's one game, I guess, 2, 3 games, people just didn't clear it. But matchups, week. They've been playing a little better lately. Last time they played, they competed. When Reese plays against, her idol there, what's her name, Wilson, she does really good. So if Reese plays, look for her to have a good game. There's just no lines. Now, her assist over 5.5 head-to-head 2 times this year, 7 and 9. Just recently, a few days ago, they played on the 7th, actually. We'll just go to the last 10 real quick. Not a crazy hit rate, but 4 out of the last 5. She exceeded 5.5 assists, 7 of the last 8 games versus bottom 5 defense for assists allowed. So any type of weak team, you know who she is. She's a great player. All right, let's move on to the next game. All right, let's start. We got Los Angeles going to Phoenix. Now, before I go over opening lines real quick, Rikia game time decision. She's been on there for the last few games. Now, Plum injured her left foot. Game time decision. It's do or die still. They lost. They really can't afford to lose. Even with a win, they might not be able to make it. I think they need help. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be an all-out brawl. I believe everybody should go. Opening lines minus 5.5, 175.5 was the total. It went up to 7.5. Mercury, the favorite, is the favorite, minus 172. So total went down, spread went up. They played 3 times. Minnesota. Mercury won twice. Let's jump right in. I'm gonna go kind of quick. Videos getting real long. Rikia Jackson. Now she hasn't hit this in a couple games, right? It's do or die. I believe they got 2 days rest. Let me check real quick. 1 day's rest. Ouch. Let me throw this on away games. Let's see. A little sporadic. We've seen what she can do, right? So I think she's gonna do it today. Over 1.5, maybe sprinkle on 2.5. Let's check matchup status real quick. Yeah, 4th. It's gonna be tough. Not many threes versus team. Let's keep going. Possibly her points line is just a little too high to pregame it. I think she should hit 1.5 threes. She's going to shoot like 7 of them, probably. Maybe even get some rebounds today. Like I was saying before, them 50-50 balls, all that extra effort. Teams that are about to go home are going to need to use that. Now, Plum, over 3.5 rebounds. Now, with her foot and all that stuff, maybe it's not a good look. Head-to-head, only 1 of the 2. I play this every once in a while. I just believe it's that type of game where they're going to have to need that all-in effort. It's worth a little sprinkle. $15 turning to 60 or whatever it is, 30, 45. Switch this here to guards real quick. Look at this. Mabry had 5. Hull had 5. Cloud had 4. Atkins 4. Plum had 0. Burton had 5. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I've cashed it before. I think it'd be the game. If she plays, she should be able to run around enough. Let's keep going. Azora Stevens rebounds over 6.5. Is it getting juice? Minus 155. Possibly wait for the game to start. It might come down. She's gonna grab a board right away, so you're gonna have to really watch it. Matchup's going to be tough, but she's going to be in the paint. 2 out of the 3 she cleared it. That last game, being not too long ago, the 26th of August, she only had 4. But I think she should. Now, her threes, since I said, the matchup for the threes is really tough, and she hasn't hit it in 5 games. So we're getting some nice value here. Plus 155. 140 on Fanduel, so you would want to take it on Draftkings. Might be worth a look. Points line has been a little tough. I believe she did hit it last game, 13. Um, I believe she should hit it today. Veteran player. Besides her rough patches, she's been good. 67% hit rate. It's been a little flaky these last bunch of games, but hey, it's do it now or don't do it at all until next year. Let's keep going. I'm gonna run fast. I know I keep saying that, but let's go. We gotta get this uploaded. It's gonna take forever to. And not only do I gotta upload it, it has to make the video first, and then so that takes like an hour. That's why you guys say, "Oh, you get your videos up so late." It takes me like 4 hours to make a regular video. A 5-game video is probably obviously longer than that. Hamby, looking for her to have a great day. Now, what's this? Her assist, 3.5. What is that? Yeah, assist over 3.5. Not offering on any books over here, but as you see, these last 3 games, she's cleared it. It's definitely a possibility. I did play her rebound. No, I was in a parlay the other day, I believe. Maybe I played it. I don't remember, but I know it definitely got me. 7.5. I think that's where it is. She hooked it. It was this game right here versus Atlanta. But she hit it the next game versus Dallas, hit it a bunch of games before that. Like I said, she's going to be out there aggressive. She's going to get 8 boards. I believe so. Head to head, what do we got? 2 out of the 3. The one game she missed it, she hooked it. She should get 8. Now, her points line, I don't like betting it past 14. It's like Zubac in the NBA, She's just going to get over it. Obviously, lately, she's been doing her thing. Points line's way above that, but she should get over it. It's just too high for me to pregame it. It will come down during the game, but who knows? She's gonna come out hot, aggressive, all that good stuff. So it might be hard. You might be able to live bet it a few times, like when it's getting towards the third quarter-ish. You can get it for like 2 baskets above where it's at. She's gonna put the work in and get the 2 baskets, especially if they're down. So that's always a good technique to competitive game. But make sure it lines up right, because sometimes they push it over that edge to where it's gonna hook. They're not stupid. You gotta wait till it'll drop down. Just keep your eye on it. Let's keep going. What do we got? Cooper, 14.5 points. Got crazy juice. I don't know if I went lower than what the number was or what. Now, Satu, I believe she's gonna have a good game. She always does well off of a couple days of rest, right? So over 1.5 threes, plus 120, plus 108. Matchups weak, right? A little sporadic hit rate. Bing, bang, boom. Look, she's coming off that miss too, so it's looking like a hit. If I go head to head, 2 out of the 3, she's cleared it. We're gonna go a step further. Like I said, just check 2 days rest. Ooh, under. That's what it was. She don't do good with 2 days rest. I think she's gonna get over 1.5 threes. Could be wrong. Could be wrong now that I'm looking at that. I don't know. What else? Points line. Yeah, is that what it was? Her points line. Let me see something real quick. Head to head, we got 100%. Lost my sound. 100% head to head. We'll go full year real quick. Check 2 days rest. No, under. Look at that. Tough matchups. Not versus a weak team like this. They allow a lot of points in the paint. I think she should get over it regardless, that 2 days rest stuff. Sometimes you look into this stuff too much and it'll mess you up. You can find so many different things, I can hear myself now. Yeah, I'm just looking for her to have a good game. Like I said, they're weak against defense in the paint, even though they have Hamby and stuff. That's really all they have is Hamby. No, I shouldn't say that like that. Like, Stevenson's is a good defensive player. Ricky and stuff, they're getting better. They don't have like those, besides Hamby, who do they really have? Satu, 4.5 rebounds, Satu. That's it. Bam, 6-6 these last 2 games. If I go head to head, 2 out of the 3 she cleared it. Last game she did not, and it does say she has exceeded 4.5, 15 of her last 19 games. That's forwards versus this team. Jones 9, Hamilton 9, Hamilton 7, Jones 7, Eriffin 13, Howard 7, AT 16. So forwards that are grabbing boards. She's not really a rebounder, but she should get 5. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. Any of my final bets will be in the Discord. Live bets will be in the live bet section. Let's get it. Like, comment, subscribe.